Okay, so I purchased this SHW 48-inch standing desk over 2 years ago. This was literally at the time the cheapest standing desk I could find on Amazon. I was a little nervous about it, but I went for it. It's still holding up great 2 years later, and honestly, I really like it. So let's walk through all the features and I'll tell you everything I like and don't like about it. Okay, so starting with the aesthetics, I think it looks pretty good. It's pretty minimal. You have those nice solid white legs, and I think the top of the desk looks great actually. So with the cheaper standing desks, for whatever reason, they tend to come in two pieces. So you are gonna get this seam across the middle of the desk. I know some people really dislike that. Personally, I don't mind at all. Quality wise, like I think this looks really good. The only thing I've noticed after 2 years is just in this one spot, I'm getting a little bit of peeling here. Really nothing I can complain about though. Okay, here's a taste of how the motor works. And let's go all the way up to max height here. Okay, so we're at max height. As you can see, the motor moves a little bit slowly. It's got a little bit of a delay to it. Some of these desks have two motors. This one just has one, but it gets the job done and it's been working reliably for these 2 years. You've got the memory plug-in, so all you do to set the memory is choose the number you want to set it to and hold down with that M button. So you can set 4 different heights to the memory here. I've really just used 1 and 2 for my sitting and standing height. When you want to go back to sitting height, you just double press that number that you've already saved the height to, right? And it will just pop back down to the sitting height that you set to. All right, so it's pretty smooth. You know, some of the more expensive desks will definitely move up a little faster, a little quieter, but this works for me. Let's go back to standing here. So as a taller person, right, the maximum height is perfect for me, super comfortable. Love doing my work here like this, it's great. Max height is actually a little bit too tall. I would probably settle somewhere like this. And then in terms of sitting height, it actually gets too low, so it gets like uncomfortably low. Right, so this is the lowest and this is too low for me. I would actually like it to be about here. So the reason I say that is that the height range of this desk has been spot on for me. In terms of weight capacity, I've had much more stuff than what you see right now on my desk. I used to have these big heavy speakers on it, bunch of books, bunch of notebooks. I've never had an issue with weight capacity. It still goes up and down with a bunch of heavy stuff on it. 2 times in the history of owning this desk, I actually leaned on it with too much body weight, which caused the desk to kind of freeze. All I had to do is reset it. To reset it, which will reset your memory settings as well, you put it all the way down to the lowest height, and then I believe all you do is you just hold this button down again until it resets. That made the desk start working again. Again, that's really been no issue, and it's really like if you really lean on this thing with your body weight, you may have to reset it in order to get it to rise up again. One of my favorite things about this desk is all the things that are built in for cable management. So right here, I've only got one wire in this now, but you can actually fit a bunch of different cables in this thing. This is just a piece of plastic that pops out. You can put in your cables and organize them all that way. Taking a look underneath the desk, you also have all these hooks, which can come in handy for cable management. You see I have one threaded through there. I have more cables threaded through the back hooks. And then you've got this basket. So this basket is actually just, right, there are 2 hooks like this right on the opposite side, and it's just sitting on there. See, I've got it out now. So this basket that the desk comes with is actually super handy for cable management. As you can see, I've got all of these cables and boxes kind of tied up to this thing. This wire I even tied together with a shoelace because it was too long. But with this basket, these hooks, and this kind of pass-through system, you can get some pretty incredible cable management done without buying anything extra. So that is pretty cool. The desk comes with 2 of these little hook things. You want to decide whether you want this on the outside or the inside. So this one I have on the outside, and this one, which is closer to the wall, I have on the inside. Not the biggest deal, but slightly annoying, is that once the desk is fully attached, you can't get this thing out. So if you wanted to switch it so it was on the inside, you would have to actually remove the top of the desk again. Not the biggest deal, and this thing comes in handy a lot. I always keep my headphones on here, and on this side I've got this little massage cane. If I'm really truly being honest, I don't don't really have any bad things to say about this desk. It's really served me well and it's still going strong. I think the reason that this is a cheaper desk is one, because the motor is a bit noisy and it's a bit slow. But you know, in my view, it's like you can sit, you can stand, it alternates between those heights without any effort on your part. It gets the job done. I don't really care if the motor is a little slow. And then I think it's, you know, you've got these two different pieces here. So you've got a seam running across, but to me, that's really just not a big deal at all. So I have nothing but good feelings and appreciation for this SHW standing desk. Again, it served me great. It's been reliable, still going strong. I work here every single day. I move it up and down constantly. I appreciate the price point I was able to purchase this desk at. You know, when all is said and done, I recommend the SHW desk. I think you'll be happy with it.